Many scientists today believe that the Earth is undergoing its sixth mass extinction event. Humans are the driving force in pushing the Earth over this ecological tipping point. An ecological tipping point is characterized as a threshold of environmental stress that, when crossed, causes rapid changes and crucial transitions. Mass extinctions are defined as short periods of time on Earth relative to geology when more than 75% of all species are lost. In the Earth's history, there have been 5 previous mass extinction events. These include the Ordovician-Silurian extinction that occurred 439 million years ago, the late Devonian extinction that occurred 364 million years ago, the Permian-Triassic extinction that occurred 251 million years ago, the End-Triassic extinction that occurred 200 million years ago, and the KT extinction that occurred 65 million years ago. So are we in the midst of a tipping point that will cause a mass extinction today? Why is it happening? Can it be stopped? We must examine the past more closely for answers. An excellent example to study is the End-Triassic extinction that caused 80% of all species on the planet to die off. There was a 50% loss in marine biodiversity, including conodonts, sponges, ammonoids, and many taxa with large aragonic skeletons. Terrestrial life was also greatly affected, with the loss of large amphibians, all large criotarsans, and therapsids. There is growing evidence that this extinction event coincided with the eruption of the Central Atlantic Magnetic Province, located at the fracture sites of Pangaea as the supercontinent broke apart. Flood basalt eruptions can occur on land or in water, and they are known for their long duration and large scale. They release copious amounts of carbon dioxide, which in turn causes climate change and ocean acidification. An estimated 5.19 times 10 to the 12 metric tons of carbon dioxide were released during the Camp Flood basalt eruptions. This is approximately twice the total amount of recent pre-industrial atmospheric carbon dioxide. To see a major extinction correlated with the mass increase in carbon dioxide sounds hauntingly familiar. Although a major eruption such as the Camp basalts is not occurring at the present time, and emission rates are not exactly the same, the staggering release of carbon dioxide that took place during the End-Triassic extinction is quantitatively similar to a potential release by complete combustion of the world's fossil fuel reserves. According to the International Union for Conservation of Nature, of the 59,507 species currently assessed, 19,265 are at risk of extinction. In the next century, climate change directly caused by humans is predicted to cause massive extinction of species on Earth. A common example is the polar bear, whose niche is based around Arctic sea ice. As the amount of viable sea ice melts, so does the viability of the polar bear niche. Ocean acidification is also a grave threat to species, causing 1/3 of the carbon dioxide produced by humans to be absorbed into the ocean. It is causing coral reefs to die at an alarming rate. Of the approximately 10,000 coral reefs, one is being killed every other day. It is not only the corals that are dying. At least 25% of marine species live in those reefs and face extinction as well. The similarities are too big to ignore. We are on the brink of a mass extinction. Now the question is, how do we stop it? Will require the implementation of adaptive conservation techniques and management of goals. Importantly, further research in the fields of reintroduction biology, restoration ecology, and conservation biology will be of great importance. However, none of this can replace the value of a change in human behavior, which will be required to save the greatest number of species.